What's up, party people? We have a great game today in Madden 26 Slow Sim. We have one of my favorite teams, the Arizona Cardinals. I love Kyler Murray. He's so shifty. He can go through any defense. The Cardinals are hot. He's hot, and they're playing Jaguars. The Jags are very good on defense the last two games since they've switched to their new scheme. We'll go over what every team's rocking right now. We'll get through this quick because this game goes on for a little bit. So the Jaguars are in the Tampa Bay vertical zone, and the Jaguars 4-3 cover 3. Ever since they switched to 4-3 cover 3, they've been really stingy on defense. I'm very into right now using playbooks and schemes that are the highest of the team. So whatever the team's highest scheme percentage is, we try to find playbooks that fit that. And a lot of that is to do on defense. And then in the slot, we have Jacoby Myers. Hunter is no longer a wide receiver. He just is weird with accruing stats, and I think that was really hurting this offense. So we've taken him and just made him strictly a corner, and I think that's also what's helped with the success of this team over the last few games. And then for the Arizona Cardinals, they're in their own playbooks, vertical zone run and 4-3 cover 3. And they're using the play sheets of 4-2-5 and Masters of Disguise. Forgot to mention the Jaguars are using run stop and wide trips on offense. In the slot is Michael Wilson. This offense is very good. I put this exact scheme and playbook on the Browns, and they've been scoring a ton of points. I think they scored over 30 points back-to-back games since using this Arizona offense, vertical zone. I just love this offense. It's one of my favorite playbooks, and it's really growing on me. And they were really good in the first round of a full sim season before, so they're back to being great. And as always, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. We're trying to grow as we move towards Madden 27. So thank you so much for your support, and enjoy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 24-yard line. From the gun, Murray. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll try the left side with ETN. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for the Jaguars.
Now Lawrence to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and goal, Jacksonville.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacoby Myers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And Greg Dortch now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The numbers for Benson in last week's ball game: 15 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game. He's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He's taken down at the 50-yard line.
The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
On the coverage defensively.
Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The Cardinals at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he just gets rid of it and throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
The Cardinals first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for the Cardinals.
Benson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chad Ryland to
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think...
Oh, he sheds himself free. Travis Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Cardinals 7.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Murray now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
A big gain on the play.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
The Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Play fake, Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Now Lawrence.
3rd and 7.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Zone read. Here's Benson. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Murray. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Joshua Hines-Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Quick throw there is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Here's Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away.
It's 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
You know, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
3rd and 6.
Now Murray. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1. Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. In motion goes Patrick.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways.
pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Murray going to throw. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. In motion left goes Myers. Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Jaguars.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Lawrence going to throw again. A short throw there to Strange. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Thomas has got it. Complete. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brian Thomas Jr. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again complete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Thomas Jr. It's a gain of 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And they will score. It's a big 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
For a Jaguars first down. A gain of 15. And
what an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Murray now going to do it himself. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Murray now running right on the option. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
19 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
Murray going to hold on to it once more. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Murray now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Leads to second and goal.
Here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
In the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville.
Brings up 4th down.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's another Cardinals 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Murray now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up near an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20-yard
They run over center with Benson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
ETN one. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Ryland on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Oh, good move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now Lawrence. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 71 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jaguars 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Murray now going to do it himself. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
3rd down and 7.
Throwing now is Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The visitors' offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. This ball caught by Strange. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
The Cardinals 16-yard line.
Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll run with ETN. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point forthcoming. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Nifty move. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
He's got McBride. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Back to throw. Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A final shot now for Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Arizona, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The Cardinals get it done late with a field goal, 34-31. They survived this one. They struggle a little bit on defense, but they've had some good moments this year. Kyler Murray, only 112 yards passing, 6 sacks. He does take sacks because he moves around so much. 15 for 24, only 62% completion percentage, a YPA of 4.7. That's gross, but he had 12 carries for 136 yards. And Trey Benson, 15 carries, 94 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's probably his best game of the season. And then he also caught 5 balls for 15. So a lot of checkdowns here. Couldn't get the ball down the field. It's pretty good defense. It's meant for, that 4-3 is meant for bending and not breaking. And we got 2 sacks, 1 from Sweat, Dalvin Tomlinson, and an interception for Garrett Williams with 1 receiving touchdown. Or return touchdown, I should say. Season stats, only 2,000 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, under 200 yards. Under 200. I mean, he's got 185 yards a game, a QB rating of 86.8. Kyler doesn't throw the ball. He runs the ball. He has 93 carries for 785 yards and 7 touchdowns. He averages 8.4 a carry. And then Trey Benson is averaging almost 5 yards a carry with 8 touchdowns. So it's a big rushing attack here. And throwing the ball to Harrison. I wish we threw to Trey McBride a little bit more, but you can't have everything at the same time. Leader in tackles is Akeem Davis-Gaither. And leader in sacks is now Josh Sweat, followed by the rookie Walter Nolan, who's had a really good stretch of games. Last few games, Zavion Collins has 7. Mac Wilson Sr., the Will linebacker, has 5.5, and then interceptions. We got a decent amount here, so they're pretty good. And when you look at the standings, they are, wow, they're now leading this division unbelievably, especially after the San Francisco just lost on Monday Night Football. So that already happened. This is a great game. We're going to be moving on to Week 13 very, very soon, but I had to get this game out here because I love the Cardinals, and this is a great game. So thanks for watching. See you very soon.